Now, the mainstream Obama mania media has been running rampant in recent weeks as it attempts to shield the anointed one from his potential Republican opponents in 2012. In fact, the slanted reporting has been so blatant that we thought, well, maybe it's time to bring back our weekly analysis of the liberal press. And as always, here to help us go through all this week's material, the president of the Media Research Center, who's not even jet-lagged, Brent Bozell. How are you, sir?
Sean, how you doing? Just back from Portugal and Spain.
I heard. Congratulations. One day I will join you. All right. This is how ironic that this very day, the president has a press conference, gets wrong the age of his own children. I just played a montage for Ann Coulter, especially in light of the fact that the media has been swarming over minor misstatements of Michelle Bachmann, like this.
And the Pulitzer Prize-winning website PolitiFact has found that you have the worst record of making false statements of any of the leading contenders.
The other, though, is that you're prone to misstatements. And PolitiFact.com, which is a Pulitzer Prize-winning fact-checking website, examined 26 statements that you made, and they found only 1 to be fully true and 18 to be false.
A lot of your critics say you have been very fast and loose with the truth. You know, the PolitiFact, which is a website that won a Pulitzer, did an analysis of 23 statements that you made recently. Of these 23, only 1 they said was completely true. 7 they call pants on fire kind of falsehoods. 4 were barely true, and 2 were half true.
I have a challenge for PolitiFact. Go through today's Obama press conference. See how many times he has contradicted himself in the past. See how many times he stated things that were factually incorrect just in this 1 hour today. PolitiFact, let's see if you have any guts.
You know, Sean, I don't know about today, but in fact, PolitiFact has done that with Barack Obama. And if those reporters, do you notice, by the way, how they all had to point out it's a Pulitzer Prize-winning thing?
Yeah,
do they read each other's scripts now? I mean, what a lack of originality. Okay, so all of them point out PolitiFact as this bastion of truth. Well, if they were really doing their story, they would point out that where Barack Obama is concerned, PolitiFact has said that they've noted 39 statements that they called barely true. 49 statements he's made, far more than Michelle Bachmann, far more.
Good point.
That he's made that are false. And in 29 months, do you know how many network stories have been done on Barack Obama and his falsehoods?
0.
1.
Who?
No, one. Give him some credit. ABC did 1 in 29 months.
As the media, when Obama was running for president, as they ignored Wright, Ayers, and Dorn, you know, they were a year behind us on a lot of these stories. You know, they never referred to him as too far left. But there's a new narrative. Michelle Bachmann, who's now second in New Hampshire and 1 point behind Romney in Iowa, she's too far right. Watch this.
The 55-year-old Minnesota congresswoman, known for her firebrand conservative style.
We cannot afford 4 more years of Barack Obama.
Clearly trying to broaden her appeal beyond social conservatives.
She has been described as being too far outside the mainstream to be president. You know her. You're both from Minnesota. Do you agree with that?
So are you at all concerned that your socially conservative views that make you very popular in Iowa might not play as well down the road?
When did they ever ask one question on Bill Ayers? And he lied in his answer. Guy's some guy in the neighborhood.
Why can't they just call a conservative a conservative? Why is every conservative, Sean Hannity, too far right, radical right, extreme right? There's no such thing as just a pure conservative. By the way, in the media's mind eye, there's no such thing as a pure liberal either. Do you know at this point 4 years ago, they hadn't named a single Democrat a liberal? Not one, not even the word liberal, not Hillary Clinton, not Joe Biden, not John Edwards, and not the most far-left candidate for the presidency of the United States in the history of this country, Barack Obama. Right, and yet Michelle Bachmann is too conservative.
And Michelle Bachmann, you know, helped raise 23 foster children. And by the way, I would bet she knows the ages of all of them. Just a thought. So they're talking to her. Well, her husband, you know, who is in the medical field, well, he took Medicare reimbursements. Barack Obama cut Medicare $500 billion. Let's roll this tape.
While Bachmann campaigns for less government spending and opposes an expansion of Medicaid, NBC News obtained state records that show the Bachman's clinic received government funds, $137,000 in federal and state Medicaid payments since 2005. That money considered reimbursement for treatment provided to low-income patients.
I mean, Tim Pawlenty wants to be seen as a Tea Party favorite. I mean, we just heard in Kelly's report there, Michelle Bachmann trying to make this case that she's a purist Tea Party candidate, despite the fact that she has this hypocrisy problem with having benefited herself from so much government spending.
Excuse me, her doctor gave services. This is the government system. What is he supposed to do for free? Is the government going to force this guy to go to medical school, internship, residency, and never get paid a penny? Medicare pays pennies on the dollar.
Right. In addition to that, Sean Hannity, 3 quick points on this. Number one, $137,000 in 6 years gross billings is nothing. Number two, in that story, they go on to say at one point that there's no suggestion that there's anything ethically wrong here. Then why in the world did they do a story? Number three, did you note who NBC's sole political analyst was? Rachel Maddow? And you're going to take this network seriously now?
Yeah, we're going to show Thrill Up with Their Leg Chris Matthews, who suggests because she says we want to abide by the Constitution that somehow means restoring slavery. This is how desperate they are. All right, Prim Bozell, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your trip. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
And many twists and turns in the Casey Anthony trial today. Her father, George, her testimony, he breaks down in tears, having delivered a devastating blow to the defense's case. That much more coming up straight ahead.